parents were both born in Cuba. I'm a first-generation Cuban American, and that's also a reason why I like to cultivate. And I do about 3 or 4 years now running a vegetable garden. As far as being sustainable and independent source on ourselves, as far as food source, that is one thing that I strive for, and hopefully for the vision of the business, have a sustainable system.
I grew up in the mountains up in northeast Georgia. My grandfather had a farm, and he raised 10, 11 kids and fed them all. And I grew up as, in the summertime when we got out of school, we got to hoe corn and pick beans and plant potatoes and do all this fun stuff. As a kid, I hated it. And now it's kind of sort of my psychiatrist. I come out here and play in the high tunnel, and things are good in the world.
Well, on the farm, we grow medicinal herbs. So valerian, every type of mint possible, basil, pretty much every type of basil possible. We also grow the everyday favorites: tomatoes, okra, beans, asparagus pole. We have like 9 different types of beans. There's a ton of variety on our farm. That's why I like the urban farm aspect a little bit more than your grand scale agriculture, because you're able to do more in a smaller space.
The landscape of agriculture in the South has always been big and traditional, and it includes people who just generationally grew up on the farm. That was what they were born and raised to do, and they stayed where they were, and they used the land that they were given. Now you're seeing more creative ways of farming. People are taking small acres, they're putting up high tunnels and hoop houses, and figuring out how to grow food in non-traditional ways like raised beds and small gardens, and they're going right down the street to their markets and selling it to their neighbors. And that's what I'm seeing agriculture move more towards, especially here in the metropolitan area.
NRCS's Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or EQIP, is a cost-sharing opportunity for farmers interested in financial and technical assistance. EQIP is just one way NRCS supports rural and urban agriculture while addressing natural resource concerns and conserving the natural environment.
These programs are all federal cost share programs that are driven towards an agricultural producer that is producing an agricultural commodity on their land that is then being sold.
There are different criteria that I think there's beginning farmer, ranchers, there's veterans, and for minority farmers, and for indigenous peoples and female and underserved minority groups. They'll put you in different classifications as far as when you apply for the NRCS grant. So I applied under the beginning farmer veteran. I served back in the first Gulf War.
The Natural Resources Conservation Service is working to create new opportunities for our new and beginning, minority, limited resource, all of those groups of farmers who traditionally would not have access or even know about our programs. We offer the science-based solutions, but more importantly, we offer that financial assistance to help them grow their operations, to make them more sustainable while also conserving natural resources. Those new opportunities come through our Environmental Quality Incentives Program, our partnership agreements, our outreach events. All those different arms and tools that we provide, we're trying to get them in front of these new farmers who wouldn't ordinarily have heard about them.
There's really no size cap on the operation. It's really linked to the conservation benefit, the resource concern that's on the ground, and basically we don't do backyard homeowner small like that, but if they're producing an agricultural commodity like mixed vegetables on their acre lot or half acre lot and selling it at a farmer's market, well, they're technically an agricultural producer.
So the Alice high tunnel behind me was my first high tunnel, and the one over here on the other side, the Farmer's Friend high tunnel, I finished it last year. So now I've got 2 through the NRCS EQIP program, and it enables me to grow vegetables out of season before the bugs population gets bad, and I've probably grown more squash and zucchini in the last year and a half than I've ever grown in my life. So
the EQIP program will support my next steps by giving me more time, more freedom with irrigation and a hoop house. I have so many plans for the hoop house. They're unbelievable. To extend the season, to have tomatoes and cucumbers when nobody else has tomatoes and cucumbers is going to be beyond a blessing. And to have that, the hands off. The watering process is so tedious. It literally takes me an hour and a half to water everything the way it's supposed to be watered. But to put it on an automatic system and cut on a switch and get that hour and a half back of my life would be amazing.
Other conservation practice that would be companion practices with an operation that we're on right now would be something called micro irrigation system. So a micro irrigation system would be different components. So it would be a way to get water to the crop that you're trying to water. So you would have an irrigation line, irrigation pipeline that NRCS would help cost share on, and then you would have your micro irrigation system that NRCS would also cost share on through the EQIP program.
Make sure that you're already doing the work. If this is something that you just want to stick your toe in and try it out and you haven't done it yet, that's not the moment that you go ask for this program. You want to wait until you've actually done the work and see if it's for you, because this is hard work. And on top of it being hard work, it's a big investment.
The NRCS has just been a great partner or help as far as doing it and figuring certain things out. And as far as registration, it's pretty basic questions that you would already know for your business. Bringing in NRCS or Farm Service Agency, any of these people, all they're going to do is help you and make your business that much better and set you off on the right foot. And there should be no fear as far as working with them, because they've just been a great help for me and what we're doing here. So.
We as NRCS employees need to be there to serve those customers who are learning as they go and making it work as they grow.
For more information about EQIP and additional resources for urban and rural farmers, or to locate your local NRCS service center, visit farmers.gov.